this is Daryl, and we'll be showing you the design modifications we made for our bracket.
Alright, so we'll start with the original design here, and there's a couple things wrong with this. Most of it has to do with spacing, namely on these slots here. There's not enough space between the fold or the edge. You'll get deformations, including possibly tearing at the fold here. That's for both of these both of these slots on either side. This draw here also needs more space between it and the edge, otherwise you could get a wrinkle effect here. These holes, if you plan on punching them, need to be moved a little further away from the fold so you don't get undue stresses that could cause tearing. And this probably needs to be moved a little further away from the holes so you don't get them stretched when you probably form this.
Good.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take this area right here on the original. We're just going to make it a little bit longer. This is for the slot. So we get a wider edge, a flange, whatever you want to call it, on both ends. Now, of course, before you get this, you're going to have a blank to get to this. It's probably going to look more like this, and you'll just cut this piece out with some sort of 90-degree shearing operation. So now, you keep the slots the same size. And as you can see, there's quite a bit more material between them and the edges. And so it's less likely to deform there. As for this draw here, you can move it in a little bit now. This you can move in as well. And then your holes can go here.
Now our holes are going to be machined, right?
They can be, but if you're punching them, you want to move them out. If they're machined, you should be fine with this setup. Machining is a relatively less invasive process than punching is. Now, obviously, first, the steps you want to do this in will matter. So, you probably want, well, of course, you're going to have to blank it first. That's what we talked about. That's why they'll just draw that in there. And then, you will most likely want to do any of your shearing. And you're going to do your drawing. That's going to be for this piece right here. And I don't know if you want to draw this, or you could, some sort of press, like a die. Then I would do, you could either do the folding here, fold these down, and just machine all of these holes. That's one way of doing it. Or you could do all of your punching and then do your folding operation. Either way, it gets you pretty much the same results. The only difference being that with machining there will be less stresses on the part.